Creative continuity. We bring the convention to you.
Creative continuity. We're here with Dan Parent.
I was reading Archie Comics since I was a little kid, since about kindergarten age, and I was really hooked ever since that point. I got involved in the artwork and then drawing and sketching all the time, and just became a obsessive comic book fan.
All right. And when did you get the opportunity to start actually doing it, actually writing, drawing?
I went to the Joe Kubert School of Art, which is a big, kind of a well-known art school in New Jersey for comic book artists. And I went there, and upon graduation, I was fortunate enough to get hired. They looked at my portfolio, and they liked my work, and then I got work as soon as I graduated.
Okay, so you remember the phone call and everything?
I do remember the phone call. I remember when they came to the school and looked at my portfolio, and then they actually gave me work on the spot, which was really nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then I started working for them full-time upon graduation.
Okay, and you was even able to create your own character, correct?
Right. Yes,
now,
Kevin Keller.
Kevin Keller. Now, what was the inspiration behind him?
The inspiration between Kevin was we actually had a new owner, or a new CEO took over Archie Comics, and wanted diversity at Archie. We wanted to add more, just add more ethnicity to the characters, add new characters, and we were, it came up, can we have a gay character? And John Goldwater was like, yeah, I think it's time to have a gay character. So we introduced Kevin in an issue of Veronica. And the fans have loved Kevin ever since. He's been a real hit with the characters. We got a GLAAD Award for Outstanding Comic Book.
Right.
And we got nominated for a Harvey last year.
Okay.
And we got nominated again this year.
Awesome.
So we'll see how that goes.
You've done over, 300 maybe Archie Comics?
Oh, probably more than that.
Wow.
I've done tens of thousands of pages.
Wow.
So I've probably done, I would guess, over 1,000 comics, probably, if I had to guess.
So within the Archie universe, which is your favorite character to work with?
I like Veronica a lot.
Okay.
And I like Jughead a lot, too.
Okay.
But, kind of whatever you're working on at the time sort of becomes your favorite.
Okay.
Betty and Veronica are always fun, too. So I like them all, basically. But Jughead kind of stands out.
What is it that you're currently working on now? Or what do you have planned in the future?
I'm working on Kevin Keller still. And I'm working on a Betty and Veronica storyline now. It's a 6-part series where Betty and Veronica leave Riverdale for a year.
All right.
And they leave Riverdale. We follow their adventures overseas, and then 2 new girls move to Riverdale that kind of take their place. 2 foreign exchange students kind of move in and take over for them.
Oh, okay.
So we sort of see, Archie not taking long to, make his move on 2 new girls.
I know you did other crossovers like Archie meets Kiss. Archie meets Punisher. What inspired that?
Just people are Archie fans, and they'll come to us. Gene Simmons is a friend of my boss, John Goldwater.
Oh, wow.
And just brought up the idea of doing an Archie Kiss crossover. So that's how that started, just a conversation. Also, we are friends with Roberto Sicasa, who does the Afterlife with Archie book, who also writes the Glee TV show.
Oh, wow.
So that's how we did Archie meets Glee. The Punisher, I didn't work on that one, but that came about just someone at Archie was talking with someone at Marvel, and then that came about.
Boom, just like that.
So yeah, so sometimes these things happen, just out of casual conversations.
Right. Oh, so it's not no big think tank. It's just like, hey.
Sometimes things just happen come out of nowhere. My proudest work with Archie, I would have to say probably Kevin Keller. And along with, I think, some of the other storylines, I did an Archie Valerie storyline where he dates Valerie from Josie and the Pussycats.
Okay.
And I was really proud of that.
All
I thought that came out really well. I think that we formed a really new, good relationship between the 2 of them. And then I think there's some various Betty and Veronica stories I've done over the years that I really like. But I'd say Kevin's probably the top of the list.
Okay. Now, was there any backlash for creating a character like Kevin?
A little bit.
A little
bit, but for the most part, the Archie fans like Kevin, and most of the people are on board. So whatever minor backlash we get a lot more support from other people. So so it's a good trade-off, basically. And the backlash is pretty minimal. Kevin did get married in an issue of Life with Archie.
Right.
Now, Life with Archie is the adult world of Archie. So Kevin was in that book with he did get married to his partner in that book. Which caused some backlash.
Okay.
That was probably the most backlash we got with Kevin, was the Kevin wedding.
Okay.
And it wasn't teenage Kevin like people thought it was. It was adult Kevin. But the book was in Life with Archie, and then there was some like Toys R Us and some other stores, chains like that carried it, and then this group called 1 Million Moms, you've probably heard of. Sometimes they kind of come out of the woodwork when there's an issue that perturbs them, and they're a pretty conservative group, and they kind of caused an outrage over it, or tried to, and then all they really did was increase the sales like 2 or 3-fold. So
which usually happens.
Yeah, so they actually ended up helping us in the long run. So if you want to sell books, anger 1 Million Moms.
You did some work on Felix the Cat?
Yes, yeah, I worked for Felix the Cat Productions for 15 or more years. I'm not sure exactly. Wow. It was a while, and I did a lot of we did Felix Comics for a while, and then licensing. And Felix the Cat is huge overseas, very popular licensed character. So worked on that while I was working at Archie, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
And so I do other gigs when they come up. But Archie takes up probably 90% of my time. So. Well, I mean, if I usually ink my own covers and color them, so I could pencil, ink, and color a cover maybe in a day if I have a whole day.
Okay.
Penciling I can do in a couple hours. Penciling's pretty fast, but the inking and the coloring work takes a little longer for me. But it's nice to have the control and to be able to do it all yourself, all myself. So I like that.
All right.